Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time! We are still in 1985, and we are still in the Bard's Tale. When we last left off, I said I was going to create some characters. I have gone ahead and done that. Here is the list of them, but we'll take a look at them a little bit more closely soon. I went with a paladin, a monk, a bard, a warrior, a conjurer, and a magician. It's not necessarily the best lineup, but I'm hoping for the best on this one. So let's go ahead and add them to the party. We're going to start with Thyra Goldbeard. Some people say to put the monk first, but I think that's something that happens later. Our paladin's going to be first here. The paladin's probably going to get hit the most, but it's got a lot of constitution and a lot of hit points, so I'm gonna put them first. Then we will put Tauren Ironfoot. Oh, misspelled it. Tauren Ironfoot. And then we will put Ogar Ironclaw. Then Brindle Tealeaf. Then Thalantir. Nope, can't spell today. Thalantir. Can't spell the names that I basically got off a random name generator. Just found a generator online to get these. So, this is our party. We can see some things right off the bat. Brindle Tealeaf is actually pretty hard to hit, so Brindle might be a good option to go into the front line, but much like wizardry, the first three people are the front line and the back three people are the back line. In the back line, you can't really do attacks. You can't do physical attacks, at least when we start, but we'll find a way around that. We can do magic, and we can do some songs, which is what the bard's for, but otherwise we can't do much. Okay, so this is the order I'm going to go with. I'm told that 1 through 3, they go in that order, but then 4, 5, 6, they kind of, if they attack back there, sometimes it goes out of order, but Thyra Goldbeard is first because we're assuming that she's going to get hit a lot. So let's take a look at them. We have Thyra Goldbeard here, our dwarf paladin. As you can see, high strength, 17 strength, 11 IQ, not that it matters, 13 dexterity, so relatively fast, 15 constitution, decent luck, 18 hit points. It's a good character. Not necessarily the portrait that I would have gone with, but I didn't have a choice, so this is going to be our character. And then we have all this stuff here. So 1 through 8, those numbers that are on, kind of the main part of the screen here, those are our equipment. So Thyra doesn't have any equipment. And then the numbers down there, sorcerer, conjurer, magician, and wizard, those are the level of spells that you have in those. From this screen, what we can do is hit E for equip, T for trade, D for drop, and then I'm not going to hit it, but P for pool gold. Not that it does anything on this screen, but it will actually take all the gold and give it to Thyra, which we don't necessarily want to do just yet, but we probably will later. Next up, we have Tauren Ironfoot, our monk human. I did want a monk in the party, and I hear that they're really good later on. I'm just not sure they're quite there yet, so we're going to kind of hope for the best on that. Strength of 13, IQ doesn't matter, but it's 8, dexterity of 14, so also kind of fast. Constitution of 15, and pretty high luck at 12. So hopefully this works out well. I did want a monk. They're a little bit more difficult to hit. As you can see, their AC is 9. AC is your armor class. The lower, the better. And the lower, the less likely you're going to get hit, or at least damaged when you get hit. Okay. Then we have, once again, nothing going on here. No equipment, no spells. Next up, we have Ogre Ironclaw, our half-orc warrior. I tried to spread things out a bit. Once again, warrior, arguably not going to be something that I keep the whole time. I'm told that I might want to replace a warrior at some point, but they also said that it's kind of necessary to start. So we went with a warrior here. We have 16 strength, IQ does not matter at all, 13 dexterity, 15 constitution, 10 luck. Some good stats, 12 hit points, not great, but it'll increase over time, I think. Okay, next up we have Brindle Tea Leaf with the same portrait here. I'm not sure what happened here. That is not a Hobbit bard by any means of anything. That's not a hobbit. That's not a bard. None of that makes sense, but that's the portrait that they give Brindle Tea Leaf here. Brindle Tea Leaf, as I said, is a hobbit bard. Basically no strength, basically no IQ, but dexterity is 18, and that's what I really wanted. Constitution, not as important in the back row, but still pretty good at 12, and then luck of 11. And no spells, no equipment. Next up, we have Thalantir. Thalantir is our elf conjurer. Ooh, you get to point at me. The stats are actually pretty good here. I have 13 strength, which is higher than you would expect for a conjurer, 15 IQ, 16 dexterity, 9 constitution, 8 luck. Not very lucky, but the rest of the stats I feel make up for that. And we have 20 spell points to start, 17 hit points. Everybody's pretty good on hit points until we get to Sparkle Shade, but we'll fix Sparkle Shade at some point. And Thalantir, as a conjurer, has Conjurer level 1 spells available, which I have the manual open because they don't tell you any time in the game as far as I can tell. So I got the manual open for all that kind of stuff. Next up, we will take a look at Sparkle Shade. Sparkle Shade is our gnome magician. I wanted to spread things out. Most people seem to recommend 2 conjurers, but it felt wrong to me to do that. So I went with a magician, and I went with a gnome. Sparkle Shade does have good stats, relatively. High IQ is what I really cared about, and dexterity is what I really cared about. IQ will, of course, make the spells more worthwhile, while dexterity will increase the chance of you going early. I think it's pretty hard set too. I don't think there's a lot of randomness on the dexterity, so you want that a lot. But constitution is pretty bad. 4. 4 is not a good constitution. Hit points are also very low. 6. So hopefully Sparkle Shade does not get hit too often. That's why Sparkle Shade is last on my list. And hopefully you just never get hit. Spell points are 12. It's not the best, but it'll do. And right now you have access to level 1 magician spells. All right, so that is our party. Before I move on, I did want to save this party, and we will call it Video Games Overtime. There we go. And we're good there. So anytime I just I say add member, and I put asterisk Video Games Overtime, VGOT, it'll just add this whole party back in. I should have probably called it VGOT 1 because there's a good chance that this might not be the final party that we have. All right, so we are in the Adventurers Guild, or just the Guild, or the Guild of Adventurers, however you want to call it. We are going to exit here, and this brings us into the town of Skara Brae. For those of you who've been paying extra careful attention, that is also the name of a town in Ultima, but this is a different town. Skara Brae is also like a real ruin site in very northern Scotland, so it's just a common thing for fantasy, I guess, because it's very old and nobody knows a lot about it. But this is Skara Brae. I will bring up the map here. Hopefully I remember to actually edit in the map. This is the map that comes with the game. This is the map of Skara Brae. If you're looking very closely, if you go on the right side, about halfway up, you'll see a little white building with a brown roof, like all of them, but it says AG there. And AG is the Adventurers Guild. That is where we are. Since we exited, we are facing east because we came from the west. That's going to be hard for me to keep track of, I'm not going to lie. But we will do what we can. The first thing that we're going to do... Uh-oh. I didn't even do anything. Before you see 1 conjurer and 3 thieves. The thieves advance. We are going to run from this. Hooray, we ran. I didn't even get a chance to do anything yet. That is too difficult of a fight for us to do right now. I'm not going to lie. It's far too difficult. We are going to hit K for kick, which opens the door here. And here we get some credits. The Bard's Tale was designed and programmed by Michael Cranford, pictured at left. It was created at Interplay Productions in Irvine, California. I know Irvine very well. Mike wishes to express his gratitude to a number of people who assisted on The Bard's Tale. Dave Lowry for artwork, Larry Holland for music, Brian Fargo for dungeons. At the time, Bill Heineman, the animation packer, that is Rebecca Heineman. Jay Patel for not letting me forget my sunglasses when we go out to eat. Ro Adams for consulting. Ro Adams, also from Ultima. Just throwing it out there. We've seen Ro Adams a couple times. Ro Adams helped with a lot of the manuals that we have been presented with. All right, so now I am facing towards the Adventurers Guild, which is west. I want to go north from here, and we want to go forward to here. Now, that building on the right is where we're trying to go. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think it's like one more ahead of us and then to the right, but it's not. It's directly to the right of us, right here. And this is the shop. Let's go inside here. This is Garth's equipment shop. Oh, wealthy travelers. I am far from that. All right, so let me try to figure out what I want to buy here, because there's always a few things. So let's go with Thyra here. We're going to pool the gold at this point. 744. I think that is enough for everything that I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and purchase. As you can see, there's a lot of things here, a lot of things that are way too expensive for me to be able to afford, even though like I could afford that halberd. Is it because it's the Bard's Tale? I'm not going to buy that. It's way too expensive. But I will purchase that mace. That mace is good. Done. All right. And then the way that the buying in this works is a little different. When I hit forward, it doesn't go forward a page. It goes forward one. It's weird. It's just weird to me. Okay. Leather armor. That is something that I'm going to want on you. Okay. Then forward. And eventually I'm going to want that plate armor. I will want the helm for you. And the gauntlets for you. And I believe that is it. Okay. So let's go ahead and exit, like fully exit, and I will look at Thyra individually and equip all of these things. So keep an eye on the AC in particular. We're at 10 AC, and now Thyra, after equipping all of these, is down to 6. So a huge upgrade from 10 to 6 is pretty big. So I am happy for that. Let's go ahead and go inside. Let's have Torrent Ironfoot go in. Pool the gold so that you have everything that you need. Let's go ahead and purchase the mace for you. I know, like, a monk is supposed to be barehanded, but I'm going to go with the mace. And then forward, we will get you the leather armor. Oh, and if you were wondering, that 0 means that this character cannot equip it. That blue 0 in the menu. That's what that means. I have an extra 40. Can you equip the gauntlets? Probably not. You can't equip the helm or the gauntlets. Fair enough. And by the way, there's a lot more. There's a lot more that we cannot afford. All right, that's circled around. Okay, let's go ahead and exit, and we will equip as necessary. So mace going to do some more damage, but then the leather armor will lower your AC to 7. Okay. Let's turn around. This is a little dangerous that I'm like going in and out, but I like to keep track of things this way. All right, next up we have Ogar Ironclaw. Let's pull the gold and then buy you some things. You need to purchase the mace. And then I will get you the leather armor and the helm and the gauntlets. As far as I'm told, at least, the leather gloves and the gauntlets will both increase your AC by the same amount. It's just that the gauntlets are less expensive because less people can actually equip them. That's what I'm told. But I believe that is it that I need for Ogar Ironclaw here. So let's exit and go ahead and equip you. All right, so you were at 10 and you should get down to 6 as well. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and head in. And then we will purchase for the last person that we need to purchase for, actually, the Bard. Brindle will need some sort of musical instrument. Without the musical instrument, the Bard doesn't really bard very hard. It's not good. So let's go ahead and purchase you a mandolin. Not the kitchen one, the instrument one. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit. I have 44 gold. I might want to give something to Brindle for that, but I think we're good for now. Okay, let's go ahead and exit the shop, and then we will take a look at Brindle. That does not look like a Brindle to me at all still. And we'll equip the mandolin, which doesn't do a lot. But hear me out. If we hit B, who's going to play? Brindle is going to play. And we're going to play tune number 5. Now let's look, because like I said, I have to have this in front of me. Let's scroll to Bard songs on page 21. Okay, so there are 6 Bard songs. The first one increases the damage of your party. It's called Falcontine's Fury. The second one produces light. That is the Seeker's Ballad. The third one, light for like a dungeon or something like that. But it also increases your chance of hitting a foe. It increases your accuracy. Number 3 makes your opponents do less damage to you, and that is Wayland's Watch. Then there's a number 4, which is a heal, and it's Bodder Kilnfest. That's number 4. Number 5 is the one that we're probably going to be doing the most, and that is the Traveler's Tune. It's the song of Please Don't Hit Me. It makes you more difficult to hit. It lowers everybody's AC by 1, I believe. And then we have number 6, which is Luclarin, which will raise your anti-magic capabilities. But for the time being, we want to play to number 5. So we're going to go ahead and hit 5. It keeps going. I think that is enough of that, though. So I can mute it with V. I will probably leave it on mute until we hear a new song, because that keeps going. It never stops. It always goes. How else can I say that? Like, it's a lot. I understand, but not what I'm looking for today. Okay. So now that I have that song going, we're going to head north until we hit this building, then turn west and go forward 3 until we hit this building. I believe most of these are empty. Remember that I said Skara Brae had been emptied. Then we want to go south twice and turn east. And here we should be able to find the review board. So this is basically a way for you to get an idea of where you are in the game. We can look at advancement. It doesn't really matter who I look at. We'll look at Thyra. The guild leaders deem that Thyra Goldbeard still needeth 2,000 experience points prior to advancement. So we can't do any advancement here. The guild leader is prepared to weigh thy merits. We can try to learn new spells, like Thalantir. Nope. Thalantir can't learn anything. You can try to change your class, but we just started, so that doesn't sound fun. All right, once again, I'm out and therefore facing west, so I need to turn left to face south. And then I can go forward here and then face east. And this is what I'm looking for now. Hail, travelers, step to the bar and I'll draw you a tankard. You can order a drink, talk to the barkeep, or exit the tavern. What I want to do at this point is order a drink for the bard. Now, basically, you need a drink in order to be able to sing. You can't sing for an extended period of time without alcohol. Specifically alcohol, which means that ginger ale will not work. So ale, beer, mead, foul spirits. I'm told that it doesn't really matter, so I'm just going to go with ale. It makes sense. Not too bad. We can talk to the barkeep, but he wants a tip, and I'm not really in a position to give him a lot of money, so we're going to move on. Okay, so turn the wrong way, because once again, I get turned around every time I leave a building like that. All right, we can kind of move on here. Where I'm looking to go is to the end here, then face east, forward, and kind of zigzag our way around here. The denizens of this mystic place assault you without warning. You see 7 kobolds. I want to take on kobolds, but there's too many of them. I cannot take on 7 of them, so we're going to run. Kobolds give a lot of money, so that's one that you want. We should be able to go south from here. 3 nomads and 6 hobgoblins. No way. No way. No, defend. Am I screwed here? All right. 5 hit points of damage. 7 hit points of damage. Am I screwed already? This would not surprise me. I tried to run. And, like, I'm told that this game is difficult to start, and this is proving that to be true. Down goes Thyra. Down goes Tauren. Let's run! Okay, that didn't work out well, but we were already headed in the direction. 5 kobolds. I'm going to run from them. Didn't work. Defend. Sure, does it? Like, there was no chance of this ever working out for me. And just like that, we've been screwed over. I might have to, like, go back and drop saves and all that kind of stuff to make this work. Did I even go to the right spot? I might not have. I thought I did. Can we run now? Hooray, I ran now. Jeez. Is the temple on the other side? After all of that? It is on the other side, isn't it? Not that. Yep, I went the wrong way. 2 thieves and 3 magicians is still way too much for me. You might be wondering, like, when do you fight? Well, when there's like 2. Okay, so back to... I believe... Oh, now it's night. Did I pass it again? No, I need to go all the way to the end here. 2 zombies. I might be able to win this one, but like, do I really want to try? Bard Song, do to number 5. Cast a spell. All right, now I have to actually look up what the spells are again. Who do I have? My Conjurer, right? This is Thalantir. Okay, so we're going to do, there's several spells to choose from. The first one is Mage Flame, which is your light spell. Then there's Arc Fire, which is your basic damage spell. Sorcerer's Shield, which is a little bit of shield to, I believe, increase the sorcerer's evasiveness, so it lowers your AC. And then Trap Zap, which will get rid of a trap. So only one is useful right now, and that would be Arc Fire. Hit them with that. Then we have a Magician. We have Vorpal Plating. This will add damage to a character's attack, and that's what I want. That's pretty much the only thing that I can really do. And that's Vorpal Plating like this. And they give you like how to put it in the game too. Then we have Air Armor, which I believe will also make you harder to hit. Then we have Sabar's Steel Light Spell, which is another light spell. And then we have Scry Sight, which I think is, yeah, Scry Sight. Not scary, Scry, because it will locate it'll locate your party for you. So, Vorpal Blade on number 1. Go for it! Alright. And Ogar is dead. Like, honestly, this is a game where 14 damage on, like, the zombies are really, really hard, apparently. I still face 2 zombies. Alright, I'm just gonna run. Couldn't run. Play a tune of 4. Heal some people. Cast a spell. Arc Fire on you. And then Sparkle Shade. You can Air Armor your way to victory. You groped me for 11 damage and killed my bard? And now the song has gone away. 14 damage. Cast a spell. Please don't hit me. We're gonna run. Cannot run. 4. Attack. Just hit him. Brindle still can't sing. 13 points of damage. Killing Brindle again. Still killing Brindle. I feel like my game is bugged at this point. Can I run now? I can run now. Yeah, obviously we're going to be redoing this, but I'm going to try to do what I can here. All right. So we need to go past all of this. Did I not go the right way? Did I not go the right? Oh, I was facing the wrong way. So west, and then down here, south, and then there's the weapon shop. The Adventurers Guild is right there, and then it's further down here. Here we go, we found the temple! Welcome, O weary ones, to our humble temple. Who needs healing? Yes. Brittle Tea Leaf has wounds which need tending. It will cost 180 in gold. Not enough gold. How about Sparkle shit? How about people that are dead? 900. We don't have that. 900. So there we go. That is our first foray into the game. As you can see, the game's hard. It's very hard to start. you basically will need a lot of saves and reloads, similar to how Wizardry worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload a save that I do have. And I'm going to level grind a bit to try to get at least that first level so that I can have a decent party. That's going to take a little bit of time, but I will see you guys on the other side of that. That's going to do it for this part of The Bard's Tale. I've been ballerscuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. I've been joined, as always, by death. Just death. Except for Sparkleshade, who somehow made it. Go Sparkleshade. I don't understand. I hope you laughed, I hope you learned, and I hope to see you next time for more Bard's Tale and hopefully progress. Thanks for watching.